much bigger than you and me. We have a big God. Big God you can never conceive. Yes, yes, to live right. At the end of the day, can you look in the mirror? Feel good about yourself. Hold your head high, don't get bothered. Can't take back things you did, the choices you made just to survive. Move on and stick with this plan. There's a reason God kept you alive. Now you. Hello, hello, hello. This is your Nubian queen, or Jeanette Cooper Bryant. I'm coming to you live and popping. I am so excited today because I have a special guest that actually produced that sound that you just heard. Wasn't that amazing? The praise and worship that he has actually put together is going to amaze you. All right. And he is, to me, he's like a brother from another mother, from another culture, kind of, sort of. I don't know. And then again, maybe I'm from another culture. I don't know. I love this man. He is awesome. But a little bit about myself. Some of you know me and some of you don't. And my name is Jeanette Cooper Bryant. I'm a 6-time published author. My latest and greatest was The Radical Woman. I'm also a business owner of Vita Life Infusion Company. And I love to inject you with those vitamins to make you feel your best, that anti-aging care, and help you with your weight management issues. I am a person who loves to support community businesses and media moguls like the man that I'm going to introduce to you today. Well, let me go ahead and just kind of tell you a little bit about Mr. Milton McCauley. He is a author, a poet, a songwriter, and playwright. Didn't know he did all of these things. Wow. It's interesting because that left brain, when you're creative and you do all these wonderful, amazing things, you can do anything. There is no limits. He was born in Kingston, Jamaica, and he immigrated to the United States in 1992. He lived in Central Florida for most of his life from that point on. And he is a father of a son. His son is Rodney, and he has a beautiful, oh my gosh, granddaughter. Her name is Nora. He was featured as the featured poet in 2011 in Orlando's Florida's Juneteenth Festival, and in 2013, the Fresh Book Festival with Miss Donna Banks. Yes, he is he has a talk show. Some of you may know him from the talk show. It is called a Fresh Conversation Radio Talk Show, and it airs on every Monday from 8 to 9. And he also has it on WAIG Joy 106.3 FM. This man is passionate about what he does, and I'm going to bring him on the screen now because I know you're tired of hearing me talk. You want to hear about Mr. Milton, and he wants to give you a little bit more insight about his amazing adventures as this amazing poet.
Hi there.
And how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And you?
Man, I'm so excited to see you. You know, Milton, you've been so good to me over the years. You've always invited me to events that you've had, and I have to tell everybody, your events are amazing. You feed us real authentic food. I mean, I
Yeah.
get paid every time I come to your events. Come on now.
And you don't have to pay extra for it, right?
No, you're so good to us. I mean, you have events that are like sold out. You're giving gifts. You're making sure everybody is highlighted. You're such a giving person, and that's why I say you're like a brother to me. I love you because you are just so kind and just generous. Seriously, I
Well,
remember.
thank you.
What was the first time we met?
Uh, Fresh book.
Was it at the Fresh Book?
Yes.
Like I knew you before then. Are you serious?
Yeah, fresh book.
Wow. I
Anyone
won't.
from anyone from Volusia County that has to do with the arts or anything, I met them in. Because I lived in Volusia too, but I didn't live. I lived in Deltona
Oh, okay.
at the time when I came when I the first Fresh Book Festival in 2012.
Uh-huh. Was
Yes,
it?
I was 12 or yeah, yeah, I think it was 12 or 13, one of the two.
Okay.
Because I came to the second one. The first one I came to was was the second Fresh Book Festival, and I've been to every one since.
Wow. And you've been doing some amazing things because you started off as a published poet, huh?
Yes, yes.
That's
I mean that's the first published work I had, but I had stuff like I mean for those who don't realize I'm Jamaican born.
are you? Are you?
Yeah, yes. And so I did songs and I wrote, plays back home, church plays. And they did little mini tours with it to other churches, took it to other churches around Jamaica. And yeah, so but the first published stuff that I can say was my book of poem. My first book of poems called A State of Life, Man, Woman, Child. I believe you do have a copy, but I'll show them this. This is it. And that's me many years ago. This came out to
Wait, now
December.
you supposed well, you supposed to let
What?
me do that. I'm supposed
I'm
to interrupt
sorry.
you. But
Okay.
you know what? I tell you what. You hold the book up for me. Hold it up.
Okay.
Okay. Bring it a little closer so they can really see it.
Oops. Get it in the frame here.
I'm gonna make an attempt to do this. Okay. And I want you to hear it. Autonomy. I want my autonomy. Oh, my autonomy. When I do what I do, it is really about me, not you. What I wear, with whom I share, I will speak my mind. I'm not scared. I need my space. Slow down the pace. Don't need folks always in my face. And let me just reiterate this is not a democracy, cause the care you give. I do appreciate. I just love my autonomy. Man, let me tell you something. Oh, Milton, this book right here says the state of life, man, woman, and child. And this was your first publication. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Milton, when I read through this, there are things about early childhood, manhood that reflect into your adulthood. And you also talk about woman. You kind of priceless. I mean, you kind of touch a little bit of everything as far as the whole being and existence of the human being.
I tried. I
You're
tried. That's why it had a title because actually I set up with a title. I kind of didn't set up with the title, but I set up with the intention to write on different things about life.
uh-huh.
Instead of write a poem about, they say you're gonna write an erotic poetry book, then everything is just erotic. I
Right.
decided I wanted to write something um, that reflect different things that happen in your life when you're young, because or maybe your ethnicity or anything like that. Because this book was about I was a caregiver for a client who died.
Oh,
I was with him 15 years, and so this poem was about him and his how he felt. When people try to, um, kind of like try to take away that, the
the autonomy.
is yes. And so that's what it was about. That's why it says, I do appreciate your care. That's why I put that, But at the end of the day, I love my autonomy, he was saying, I need my space. I don't need people always in my face. You would say something like that. Not quite that, but that was what he did. Yeah.
You have a way with words. And I'm just gonna say this because for me, that little piece right there, Milton, my grandson just started walking this week. He's only 8 months, and I'm thinking this little boy is saying he wants his autonomy. He want to walk. Like I feel like he's going into a different phase of life, and it's like, wow,
Mhm. Yeah,
wow.
enjoy it. Just like with my granddaughter, she's what, 4 going 5 now, or 4 going 25.
She's so
And
cute.
yes, but she knows what she wants with stuff already, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know. She's not afraid to express herself, you know.
Milton, I want to ask you, how did you come about becoming a published poet? Because I mean, that's, we hear people go and speak poetry, but to be a published poet, how did you do that? Who inspired you to do that?
Well, when I was writing some poems, I started to write a lot of poems. I've always written poems, but not, those here and there. And I'd written songs. And so when I started to write a string of poems, just all of a sudden I kept writing. I couldn't stop. And I written about 14 or 15 poems in like a short time. And I was like, you know what? I'd like to publish a book. And I guess I'm writing this. I should get this right enough to publish in a book. And so that's where that came from. And so I completed the work and it was sufficient. And I did like self-publishing through iuniverse.com. And history was made. I had my first book. I know I have three now. I've used three different publishers, but I have three published books, and I have enough material for a fourth. And I'm working on my first novel or novelette. Well,
Really?
depending on. Yes, it's called my first novel is called When the Light Changes to Amber.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
it's just basically it's just about a woman who is getting ready to um take a turn in her life. She's taking this turn in her life, or she wants to switch up stuff because she has been doing everything and she has a career. She's done everything that people expected of her. You
right,
understand? Relationship wise, financially wise, career wise, and yet she doesn't feel that kind of fulfillment she should have because she
right.
feel like everything was done to please everyone, and so she never got to do some stuff, and so it's like the light, the amber light come on, and like the green lights, everything that's like, you know what? I'm gonna do some stuff, and I won't give it away. But she was in a relationship and she dropped the guy. That
Well,
was
that kind of sound like me. I'm out here exploring a lot of stuff in life. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go riding horses. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna work out. It's a new adventure for me, Milton. And I don't know if anybody knows why I do what I do, but I was like, I'm gonna live my bucket list right now, because if I don't do it now, I will regret the fact that I worked so hard and I never had the opportunity to embrace the woman that I am growing to be.
I won't call it. I'm not gonna call it a bucket list. I call it opportunities to do other stuff while I'm breathing. That's what it is. In other words, you're being blessed. God is blessing you, and if you
Yes.
want to do some stuff that you put aside, maybe because of children,
Yes.
because of an ex-husband or ex-wife, or because of a job that had you so stressed, and
Oh,
you were just so committed to so many years, and you decide, you know what? I think I've saved up enough money, or you know what? I'm going to just lower my financial. I'm gonna go from a $500,000 house, and I'm gonna get in a one studio bedroom, not much to clean, but make it look luxurious and nice and comfortable. Go. Sometimes we need comfort versus a lot, you
right,
know,
right,
because
right,
having a lot doesn't mean that you have comfort.
right. And I want you to do something for me. And you could recite whatever poem you want. And I hope you do the one that the first poem you ever said when I was at the Fresh Book Festival, the one that just got me like, oh wow. I I want you to just give a poem. Don't look at me like that. You
I
got
think
me.
that.
Hey,
Okay, you talking about my antidote tonight?
I want I want you to just lay it thick, because we got some women on the line, and I need my brother to lay it thick so these women on the line
All
can
right,
know what it's
let's
all
go. All right,
about.
let's go. Let's go for it, 'cause, so that we. I'm not sure how much time we have, but
Oh, well, you
this
better
is
do.
from this is from my first book. It's from A State of Life, Man,
Okay.
Woman, Child, and I think it's on page 23. I'm just going to go and see if I find it, if I'm right. Yep, I was correct. Page 23. I'm the fruit in your diet, the delicacy that you savor. I am the apple of your eyes, the hot Jamaican spices that provides the flavor. I'm the strawberry juices pouring down the lines of your neck, flowing sweetly like honey, succumbing to the softness of your breast. I'm the red rose petals emitting the amorous scent, the bed that receives you, never wanting to release you, leaving you helpless, out of breath, thoroughly and delightful like the taste of watermelon, smoothing all and your stress. I'm the best tasting dessert. I am simply too delicious. My tender kisses will cause you to melt like butter.
Woo!
Surrender to my pampering. Girl, you're my cherry pie. All through the day and my antidote tonight. You're my lemonade, my pineapple upside down cake, my favorite kind of breakfast in the morning when I awake.
Okay, ladies, I had to do it to you. It is, Valentine's Day was what, 4 days ago? Yeah. And,
5 days ago or something like that.
well, no, 4 days ago. And I was like, oh man, I should have had him on for Valentine's Day because, we as women, we want to hear something like that. Like, oh, that was deep,
Thank
man.
you.
I mean, you you nailed it.
Thank
Your
you.
words, your poems, you nailed it. I mean, it's such an inspiration to us women. When we're feeling a little down and we feel unappreciated, sometimes just reading these words that are so powerful and to have a male perspective, someone opposite sex, it really does make us feel different. We can actually
I hope so.
cherish it. I mean, really, I mean, we could really cherish these words and feel a certain level of confidence within ourselves and know that hey, it's okay. Romance could be an amazing thing, and having
Yeah.
that visualization, it just changes the whole dynamics of our existence, honestly. And I never really read too much the exotic stuff, but I'm like that right there is like, whoa, whole nother
Without
level.
without without saying certain words, right?
Yeah, it was clean. It was clean, Milton. And then, getting to know you as the Christian brother. Oh my God. I gotta play it. I gotta play it, Milton. I gotta play it. I gotta play it. Because they don't even know. Listen to this. Oh, you know better. Me, I go get them. Get it, I can't be bitter. Reach to the top, you just if they tell you otherwise. Oh, we have a bigger than you and me. We have a big God, much more than your eyes can see. We have a big God, much bigger than you and me. We have a big God, beyond we can never see. Yes. Some will hate you, them under it, but you'll have your fans. Learn to the end, prop you up back, so you can stay on the track. Nothing can separate you, though they try, from the love of God. In Yahweh's plan, He still got you, though at times you go wrong. Some are blind to your truth, but as long as you see, my lips will speak. God's with me, God's with me. See, I could just get down on that. You know, it's praise, it's worship, it's giving reverence, and knowing that God is the big God. He's bigger than you and me. He
That's
has a
right.
plan that's so much bigger. And with you being this artist, this musician, this poet, this song playwright, I mean, you're so gifted, Milton. And that's why I
I'm,
said, like, I got to bring you on here. You're so gifted.
yeah, well, you know what? I thank God for all of that. That's all I see. And my attitude is that as soon as I discover something that I'd like to do, and if I want to do it, I don't want to take it to the grave. There's no use there. And and actually, as you're playing the song, I just want to let your audience know that The song is from an album that I've written and producing. That's going to be released, God's willing, in May. We're gonna do an official release of the album. We go and just think of Kirk Franklin. I'm
Okay.
not really singing on the album. I just writing the songs, and
Oh, but I heard you sing though. I heard you.
not I do a little thing.
You did background singing.
I'm on one or two of the songs, doing a little thing here, and I'm on.
Yeah.
So there's but the song is, although it's mainly like what we call traditional gospel songs,
Right.
I wanted to do something different. I don't want to be bogged down with the types, or say this a genre. So I
Oh,
have songs in there that we would say is more message songs.
right.
There's a song called Rebel with a Cause, which has to deal with the Black Lives Matter movement, but it's
Oh,
from a different, just from a perspective, more from a message and a spiritual message side of it. Without, you're gonna hear Jesus' name. Listen, I'm not denying Jesus when I say that, right? But it's
right.
not gonna like be like, you know, saying it like that. I'm gonna bring God to you a different way with it. So there's that, and and the artists, most of the artists that I've recruited for the album that are singing, they're from Nairobi, Kenya, and the main engineer for the instrumentals and so forth, the maestro Ojay, I call him. He's in Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. So these are, so you're gonna have Christine Cash from Nairobi, Kenya, Jordan Kijani Smart from Kenya, Tracy from Kenya, Johnny Wines from Kenya, and Luxuries on one of the songs from Kenya. And then from in the States here, I have Sons of Music. They're from Orange County. And then there is um, Sim, um, Sim, Charles, and Ali. They're on one song. So, yep. And then, so I'm just working on that. So it's called, the album is called Revelation. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to watch three other music videos so far that we have produced, and we have a fourth one coming out called Crucified.
Hmm.
That is going to be out next month. We go just before Easter, because, as I said, the song is called Crucified. So really good. Christine Cash does the lead on that. It's just a really, really, really good song. So stay tuned for Revelation, and go on the YouTube channel, Milton McCulloch. Um, you may have to correct the spelling there for them. uh,
Um,
yeah, it's Lloch, in case they go look for McCulloch as you spell it.
oh,
Okay? Yeah.
okay.
Just go on there. Please subscribe. Please share the videos, like and share them. We'll appreciate that. Trying to get to the next level of five. I want to get to 500 subscribers in the next couple months.
Okay,
But
okay. Well, I
but
want to
God is
say
good, man.
something. You people who are watching, I want to first say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Please do me a favor. This is a very small favor. We're not getting paid for this. Okay. Please do a heart. Please, we need a heart. Show us you're there and you care. Sharing means caring. Please share with your friends. Give us a heart. Show us some love, because we got something in common. We both publish. We both like to get out there and make our voice be known to people out in the community.
Hmm.
We like to share our gifts and our talents. And a lot of times, Milton, it's not easy because we have to put a lot of our own finances into the projects that we put out there. And you just named a long list of people who are supporting you on this. And I know studio time, writing, all of this stuff, it's costs money.
Oh yeah, it's a weekly budget. Yeah, from last year, February, We've been working on the album.
Yeah.
Took breaks here and
Wait. Did
there.
you just say last year, February? Are you
Yeah, I've
trying
been
to tell
working.
me you just started writing music? Huh?
No, 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 the album, this album.
Oh.
No, no, no. I've written songs. I had a group that from my church group, youth, that we in Jamaica. We were called Wings of Love, and so I wrote the songs for the group too, and we
Wonderful.
performed. Yeah, we performed concerts at church and all that stuff.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. I wanted to know, and I don't know if you want to tell everybody, what was your inspiration behind writing the music? I mean, I really want to know. I think I have an idea, but I'm not sure if you're going to share it. So let me see if you're going to tell it.
Inspiration beside, I love music. I love music. I love writing. I love writing something and see people smile, see people experience,
Who was it?
emotions.
Who was the inspiration behind the existence of you? Because your mother was a big supporter of everything that you did, Milton. You were her baby boy.
Oh
She was.
yeah,
She was.
I know. I miss her. She's been gone just over 2 years now, and she's always with me. I feel her all the while, especially when I'm at home or even when I'm out. And if I'm gonna do something, and I'm like, oh, Putis wouldn't like this. So, so I mean, she was a big influence on my life, especially a big spiritual influence. She was just very prayerful. She just believed with her whole heart, in God. She never wavered, never. She was just like that. So yes, and then on my dad's side, that's where I think I pick up all of this part of it. We have a lot of songwriters, musician, people in the industry, um, you know, and so forth.
Yes, that's kind of what I was saying. It's in your blood. It's in your genes. You know, you
Mhm.
did this
My
thing.
dad, actually, my dad was kind of, I guess, famous promoter and manager in Jamaica. He managed the group that sing Bad Boys. He was their manager at one point. Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Wow.
And
Wow.
then he brought Michael Jackson and his brothers to Jamaica. I think it was 1974, 75, and they opened up for Bob Marley and the Wailers. I think it
Wow.
was 75. So he was a managing director of a major recording studio in Jamaica called Dynamic Sounds, and he was always involved with, in the industry, but more from a promoter and managerial aspect. So yeah, so he's known by he's part of reggae history actually. He's
Nice.
he's part of our reggae history and so forth. So he's actually in. They interviewed him in one of the documentary that they did on Bob Marley.
Oh,
So yeah. So
you see, you have
so I
these.
got that. I guess I got that.
Yeah, you spoke your truth. Now we're going to try your truth and we're going to test it. So I actually put a banner up that talked about, hey, go to Amazon, okay? People, go to Amazon. I mean, his book of poetry is going to be an eye opener for you. It's going to help you during certain processes you go through in life. You read the words, and the words will be encouraging and it will stimulate you in ways you probably don't think that a book of poetry would. Because remember, it's a collections of words in such a powerful way. And I had to bring him in on this in this February in Black History Month. I think, to be honest with you, he is making history, and I'm very proud of my brother. Like I say, he's a brother from another mother. I did have an opportunity to meet
Put
Putis,
this. Yes.
Putis. Okay, and have some of her good food, and it was wonderful. And when I was very saddened, when I heard about her, about you losing her. It really did. I felt the pain because I know you're her baby boy, and I just
Yeah, I'm a only child for my mama.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
She said,
before you go, because I know time is running. So this is the latest book.
"Oh, hold on. Pull it up, pull it up. There you go. Bring it
This is
closer.
actually this is actually the first copy ever printed. I
Really?
kept it. I ordered the first copy, and this is it.
Oh, wow. Well, I have a copy of that one, and I have the other book. I have three of your books, honestly. So yeah, I've been a good supporter of yours since I met
Thank
you at the
you.
Fresh Book Festival. Like I said, I know you put a lot of
And
labor.
that's me. I see. I decided to wear the same shirt and pants that this book.
That's appropriate.
This
That
is
is
it. This is
appropriate.
it. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. And, we didn't even talk about you playing them sports. You ain't play sports?
Oh, yeah. I have a national coaching license, soccer license. I've coached. I actually coached 1 year. I coached Bethune Cookman University, their women's team 1 year. I think this was 2016 or no, about 17, I think. And
Wow.
then they ended the program because of financial reasons. If y'all remember all the stuff they were going through at the college at that time. Yeah, and I played up to like a semi-pro level.
Oh,
So
wow. I got famous people on my show. I don't know what to
no,
say.
nobody remembers my career then. Trust me. It was just for a short while. I was recruited by a team in Jamaica, and they were a semi-pro team. So.
Oh, wow.
And I actually made the team. I was a walk-on and made the team.
Oh,
Actually, as a starter, I was going to, and then I hurt my knees. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to try to go professional at this stage. Then I'm
oh,
25. 25. I was like, oh, I never had the desire to do that. You know.
no?
No, I always had a desire in my heart to coach. So
Mhm.
that's what I end up doing. I end up coaching for a long time. I've coached Dr. Phillips' varsity boys team in 99, 2000. So I have players that are in their 40s.
Oh, wow.
No, not
Wow.
40s. Yeah, I have players that are late 30s. And I've seen them from time to time, and they were like, Coach Milton. And I'll be like, "Oh," this grown person talking about Coach Milton. And I was like, oh. It's
Well,
there's like, oh, it's so and so, and then I used to help coach I used to be a trainer for the Winter Park soccer boys
oh,
team to Winter Park
wow.
High School. Yes, this was like 90 or mid 90s or so. I went and assisted the school program there and Deltona High School. I coached the girls JV for 2 years and varsity for 1 year. And yeah, loved coaching. And still
Yeah.
all of my players, they reach back to me from time to time, either on Instagram or Facebook, and they keep up with me.
You are an influencer for sure. And we're going a little bit over time, but I'm going to have to let this last little song play. I have heard your story before. Someone you loved walked out the door. So you took a right to escape the sometimes it kills return. You relax again. On this train, here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. See if I can play it. But this sad song is not how it will end. Don't let it break you, though you bend. This sad song is not how it will end. voice seeping through your windows tries to make you doubt your future. Cold hot bands from heartful flames. Wow.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you. You don't even know. I mean, just seeing your sister on the dancing and moving her prophetic dance. Oh, it just
Yeah,
that's just
that's
one piece.
evangelist. That's Lady Q. That's Lady Q.
Yeah, that's your
She
girl. That's your right hand girl right there, right?
kind of she's a good friend.
She
Yeah,
is.
man.
She's awesome. She's
She
awesome.
supports me a lot. And
Yes,
so
she
that's her and her son that was in that video. We
Daniel
actually
Morris is her
filmed our
son? Is it?
yeah, playing the drum. No, no, the one that's in
Oh,
the background playing the drum behind her.
oh, okay, okay,
One of her sons.
okay.
That's Kai. And
Okay.
we did that. We filmed our section in downtown Orlando at Lake Eola. And
Wow.
then the part with the singer Johnny Wines, his was filmed in Nairobi.
Nairobi, right,
Yeah,
right.
so we shot her scenes and then we sent it, exported to them over there and then they put it together.
Well, I am going to
Yeah.
say thank you so much, Milton, for joining me on Talk with OJ. You're talking about your truth, tried and tested. We didn't talk about the things that you had to overcome, but I didn't think it was necessary today because you actually are a go getter. You're an influencer, you're encouraging, and your words have such meaning and they help so many people. And I don't want you to ever think that we don't appreciate and value you because we really do. We do thank you for your gifts and sharing your gifts with the world. And I wish you all the best in the world. And people, I don't see as many hearts that I want to see. I want to see those hearts. Can I get a few hearts? But thank you for the comments, those that have left a couple of comments. I appreciate you seriously. Thank you, family and
I'm,
friends,
I'm,
for your support on this. What were you
I'm,
going to say?
I said I'm gonna have to go back and read those comments. Who
Well,
everybody listen? I can't see them.
well, no, you can't. I will just say this. This came from my daughter who supported, and she just said, I'm just very excited to hear about his truth. She's an artist as well, very
Hmm.
gifted. It's amazing the people that are gifted. They can sing, they can dance, they can do this, they can do. I'm like, man, art, and it all comes together.
Yeah.
And I wasn't blessed with all those gifts. There's two that I have to cross off the list, but I'm like, Lord, this wasn't fair. I thought all Black people can sing. I thought all Black people could dance. And I was like, well, well, you got to be thankful for what you have. And I am very
Very
thankful
much so. Very much.
and
I just
honored.
let me just say thanks for having me on. I certainly appreciate it. I appreciate all your listeners, all your viewers, and just want to say to everyone that you all have a purpose. You might not have many gifts like some people, but if only one, if you discover just one, then do it to your best. Don't hide it. Share it with the world, share it with your neighbors, share it with your friends, and guess what? Keep preparing yourself because when you are always preparing yourself, building on the one gift you have, you will see it expand and other gifts will come forth that you didn't know that you have. That's what has happened to me, so, and then because ultimately you have a purpose here, God-given purpose, and you're only going to fulfill that purpose if you're constantly preparing yourself, and then once you're preparing, God will position you. You know, you never position yourself. Trust me. God is the one who position you, and position doesn't mean that He puts you in a place. It means that sometimes where you are, He puts people in your place, in where you are. So, I just want to just share that really quick before we end. And again, thank you for having me on, and everybody be blessed.
Thank you again. And we did go over our time. I usually cut it to about 30, but he was so good. He had so much. I couldn't cut him. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. And please look at the replay and don't forget to join me on The Natural Nubian on YouTube. And you will see the replay on Natural Nubian on Facebook and Orjanette Cooper Bryant. You'll see it on all the media. Okay. All right. Have a fantastic, wonderful Friday. Love you all. God bless.
God bless. Bye bye.